Hello and welcome to Team Liquid's strategy guide series for Amirdrassil, The Dream's Hope. I'm Aya, and today I'm presenting Telegon's breakdown of the mechanics and strategy for Heroic Council of Dreams. This fight has 3 bosses, Urktos, Erwin, and Pip. They have unlinked health pools and a continuous main phase. Each boss has a 100 energy rotation where upon reaching maximum energy, they cast their ultimate ability. Additionally, each boss has a mechanic that neutralizes another boss's ultimate ability. Both Pip and Erwin move around the room with leaps and blinks, while Urktos may be positioned by the active threat target. Once any of the bosses die, they remain at 1 HP and channel a 15-second cast called Rebirth. The other bosses must be killed within this window, otherwise the cast will heal them to 50% and cause a wipe. Erwin periodically showers the ground around players with noxious blossoms, which pulse nature damage to all players until removed. Any players within the effect take large ticking damage. She also periodically targets players with Poisonous Javelin. This ability shows a targeting circle around your character, and you'll want to move away from the raid and be dispelled by someone with a poison dispel. These blossoms interact with Pip's ability Polymorph Bomb, which turns players into ducks for 12 seconds, granting them several abilities. Moving into a noxious blossom will destroy the blossom and remove a stack of hungry from your duck. Once you are no longer hungry, you'll become satiated, which allows you to remove the effects of Polymorph Bomb by preening. As a duck, you have the ability to quack, which causes you to leap forward and increases your movement speed by 100% for 6 seconds. As a duck, your damage taken is also reduced by 99%. On Heroic, the removal or expiration of Polymorph Bomb duplicates the debuff to any players within 7 yards. So we want duck players to be constantly clearing noxious blossoms to reduce raid damage. Urktos has an important interaction with the ducks. His ultimate Blind Rage must be interrupted by a player's duck expiring or being removed while standing near him. This will turn him into a duck briefly and cancel his channel. Blind Rage has both a precast and a channel, and turning him into a duck during either portion of the cast will cancel it. His second ability is Barreling Charge, which deals damage to all players hit and upon resolution causes Thundering Impact, which deals damage based on the number of players who soaked Barreling Charge. The easiest way to deal with this mechanic is to rotate between melee and ranged soakers due to the fact that soaking applies a 500% damage increased vulnerability for the subsequent cast on Heroic. On normal, as many players as possible can soak with diminishing returns above 10 players. Barreling Charge interacts with Erwin's ultimate, Constricting Thicket. This causes Urktos to charge through Erwin as she begins casting and will cancel the cast. Urktos periodically casts a frontal called Agonizing Claws at this active threat target. Simply swap tanks for every cast and be aware of the raid's positioning. Both the Blind Rage and Constricting Thicket channels must be cancelled, otherwise you'll likely wipe. Pip's ultimate, Song of the Dragon, applies an absorb to all players keyed to the damage from moving through noxious blossoms. All players must remove this absorb by standing in a blossom before Pip finishes the Song of the Dragon channel, or they'll be stunned for 15 seconds and likely die. It's important that you have Noxious Blossom available to deal with this mechanic while consistently clearing enough of them that your raid remains healthy. Designating an early set of blossoms in the middle of the room with a raid marker to not be soaked could be a good convention to ensure you'll always have blossoms to use for Song of the Dragon. It's important to note you only need 1 blossom for everyone to stand in and break their absorb. Pip periodically casts Emerald Wind, which pushes players away from his location and deals heavy damage to all players. You'll likely want to assign DR and healing abilities to this mechanic. As the fight progresses, the bosses will cycle through several 100 energy phases, and as long as each mechanic is dealt with appropriately, you really shouldn't have any trouble downing this boss. With that, we very much hope you found this guide useful. Please feel free to leave feedback or commentary below, and make sure to keep your eye on this channel as more guides will be coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.